IHMS. IHMS Weekly English Program. This is a weekly international Harari Media Services English program that focuses on different aspects and issues related to Harar and the Harari people, be it social, political, economic, or historical facts. In a nutshell, it deals with everything Harar in conjunction with affairs in Ethiopia. It is intended to reach Harari and non-Harari viewers and audiences alike around the globe. It is informative, educative, and above all, it is meant to present facts and build capacity at all levels. As witnessed by various governments and international organizations, undeniably, Harar is a city-state of peace within the Ethiopian galaxy and the African universe. This weekly English program was created to promote peace and humanity to its viewers, allowing them to have people-to-people relationships of peaceful coexistence in Harar and Ethiopia at large. As such, today we have the following episodes for you.
Ethiopia is a country with proportionally equal Muslim and Christian population who, despite their alternating historic dominance of one over the other, its citizens have always lived peacefully, through mutual respect and interdependence for centuries. These two ancient societies have a very rich and remarkable history that dates back to the days of the Prophet, as referenced in his teachings. It is very common to see both groups celebrate religious and other cultural holidays cheerfully, with colorful traditional attires complemented with indigenous musical instruments, peacefully and in jubilation. Such a culture is nowhere so pronounced that it is in Harar. First, because of the geographic size of the holy city, and second, the remarkable proximity of mosques and churches to each other. The Christian Orthodox Church, Epiphany, locally known as Timkit, is celebrated flamboyantly each year in the month of January throughout Ethiopia. However, this year's holiday procession in the city of Harar deviated from the nominal path of peace to that of mayhem, destruction of properties, and a loss of life. The city was filled with sorrow instead of jubilation. It marks one of the darkest days in the history of the city. Global Harari Unity Advocacy Council, GHUAC, is deeply concerned and pained by the recent terrorist incident that has been perpetuated by a well-organized Christian terrorist group who have targeted mosques and Muslim-owned businesses in Harar during the festival. Those who committed the act have a well-connected cell that operate in many major cities of Ethiopia and abroad, claiming to stand for the rights of the Amhara nation who reside outside their regional state. The operational structure of this ultra-nationalist terrorist group comprises of three organizational levels. 1. Social media groups such as Ethio360 and the likes who always see Hararis and Harari regional state as their nemesis since the inception of the region. These teams have left no stone unturned to undermine the regional state through their venomous programs and panel discussions to advocate for the rights of the Amharas only when the city is blessed and represented by a mosaic of all nationalities who resides in the regional state. These social media groups have a political axe to grind against Hararis and are a surrogate party of the undercurrent movement who deny our rights to our land. Hararis, despite the difficult task of cobbling together a governing coalition with the Oromos, have made the ethnic federal system a textbook example, compared to any regional state in Ethiopia. Individual liberty and peace are more respected, as proven by the coexistence of diverse ethnic groups, markedly absent in other sections of the country. There is no ground for resentment in the oasis of peace, except for those who always cry sour grapes. 2. A consortium of religious zealots within the ranks of the church and government bureaucracy who regularly preach hate against all other religious denominations except their own. They have a subversive mission to subjugate Muslims in all political, social, and economic spheres. These groups have become more influential and powerful after the reform policy that has been announced in the spring of 2018 in Ethiopia. 3. A proxy of young men and women with little or no education and no apparent future, who can be easily manipulated by the propaganda appeal, both from the nationalist politicians and religious leaders, to carry field duty whenever instructed. Case in point is the recent terrorist attack that was carried out by the group using Tlingit celebration as their Trojan horse to undertake a terrorist attack on Harari-owned businesses was hatched and planned well in advance. How can one hold religious beliefs and go out and burn somebody else's religious establishment and business? Our council is deeply concerned by such an evil act and more concerned by the response of the Orthodox Church leader in Harar, who saw no evil but heroism on the face of such barbaric and satanic crime that goes contrary to the teaching of the Bible. What justifies his blame and his animosity towards Harari state for the crime committed by one of his own under his watch and supervision? Harar is the fourth holy city for Muslim society, and it is known internationally as an oasis of peace. Hararis are unique people with a history full of pride, dignity, and respect. The Sikh man in Harar, instead of working on issues that are relevant to all citizens, try to insert a wedge between Hararis and the neighboring communities through his subliminal messages. He has to realize that the days of divide and rule are long gone, and now people are committed to never fall prey to such evil, nor let anyone to capitalize on the principles of divisiveness. The clown in the East, rather than decimating his outrageous hate-filled statement on the staged interview, should better learn to cleanse his way of thinking as a religious leader and stay on the boundaries of his limits. It will be a cold day to exercise a prerogative power, to rule her the way his ego and vendetta guides him. Under such a provocative circumstance that has reigned in our city, indifference or lack of interest to the issue will embolden the devil to perpetuate his satanic act forever. This evil, who has declared violence, must be resisted out of self-respect, as well as a respect for the common love of Harar and Harari people. In Ethiopia, all religions are placed on a horizontal level, according to the constitution of the land. Orthodox Church is not a state. Mosques and churches in a secular government are two distinctive entities that run their duties independent of the government. Orthodox Church cannot be supreme over other religions. There cannot be asymmetrical measurement. All are replaced on an equal and identical level. It is time to outgrow the culture of discord in which one religious or ethnic group fighting against the other. We have to understand and appreciate the perspective of those whom we differ or vehemently disagree with their way of life. The preaching of discord by the Orthodox Church, coupled by the mismanagement of political power in our country, has resulted in a disposition and internal displacement of millions of civilians, women, and children. Today, Ethiopia needs a religious leader who knows and genuinely understands the importance of peace and security, and who has a solid history within the community to advance proactive ideas on these matters. The clown in her, unfortunately, as seen on his present and past record, does not measure up to the challenge of the day. He has to be unmasked for what he is, a racist and an opportunist. Global Harari Unity Advocacy Council, Executive Community.
IHMS,